A few months ago, Pastor Jay asked me if I would preach on a Sunday morning, and I was very excited about it, so I said, sure, okay. And later on, I found out that I'll be preaching from chapter 12 of Mark. If you're visiting with us today, as a church, we're looking at the Gospel of Mark together. It's been about a couple months, and today, we're on chapter 12 together. But before we look at the text, let me give you a little bit brief introduction about who I am, so that you kind of know who's speaking to you today. My name is Aaron. I was born and raised in Hong Kong. And when I was 20 years old, I came to the United States as an international student at Moody Bible Institute in Chicago. And I spent 5 years, completed about 160 credits, and got a Bachelor of Music, and graduated from Moody last May. It took me 5 years because I had so many Bible and theology biblical study classes and credits to do. So it took me 5 years to complete what normally would be 4 years in a normal universities. But I had no regret. My interest grew in learning the scripture, learning God's word, and I had such a great time. And there was a surprise. In my last year, I met who is now my fiance, and we're getting married in 69 days. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see if she's read. She's sitting here with her family. So let's get into our text this morning. I'm going to pick up from the end of chapter 11, and we're mainly looking at chapter 12 today. And throughout this chapter, we will see a very common theme. If you normally take notes for your sermon, now is the time. You can put it on Twitter. You can put it on Facebook on your status. Here it is. Ready? Yeah, see who will click the like it thing. Jesus demands his believers to be genuine and warns us against hypocrisy. Let me repeat. Jesus demands his believers to be genuine and warns us against hypocrisy. And that's the main theme that we'll see in chapter 12. But what is Mark? What is the Gospel of Mark? Well, Pastor Jay has been talking a lot about the Gospel of Mark, so I'm not going to repeat it today. I just want to highlight a couple of things. Mark is very short, has a lot of miracles, about 18. Mark includes a lot of miracles in his record, his account of the gospel of Jesus' ministry. Just about the same as Matthew and Luke, about 18 parables, 18 miracles. However, Luke only recorded 4 of Jesus' parables in his account, while Matthew has 18 parables, Luke has 19. Mark just has less parables in his record of the gospel. But today, we're going to look at one of them, which is in chapter 12. I don't know if you have wondered that before. Have you ever thought or asked that, ever doubted? Okay, if same thing happened, Jesus was born, virgin birth, teaching, ministry, died on the cross, resurrected, why are there 4 different accounts of the gospel? Why some include something in the gospel, while other gospel don't have them, like the parables. One of them has 18, the other one just has 4 parables recorded. Doesn't it make you want to doubt? Well, actually, that is much more trustworthy account of the gospel for us, and we could have more confidence in the Bible because of that. Let me give you an example. How many of you watch NCIS or CSI, those type of crime scene investigation TV shows? All right, now, imagine now you're Agent Gibbs, or you're Sifa, You arrive in the crime scene, and a lot of pictures taken, and you have 4 witnesses, so you're going to investigate each one of them. And if all 4 witnesses give you word for word, same description, same length, same word, same style, same perspective of what actually happened, all 4 of them do that to you. Something's really wrong. Something's really fishy going on. It just sounds so much like they made up a story and trying to convince you. Now, however, if you have 4 witnesses, they all have different length, different description, different perspective. Some of them include something, and while the other chose not to include something. Somehow, if the 4 of them do not contradict with one another about what actually happened, that gives you a much more trustworthy picture of what actually happened. And the Bible is like that. The gospel is like that. We have 4 gospels because of different perspective, and also because they were writing for different audiences. And so don't doubt the gospel just because there are 4 of them. Actually, it makes you want to trust it even more. Okay? So let's look at chapter 12. I am going to actually pick up from chapter 11, verse 27. Chapter 11, verse 27.